Hey vinyl community, welcome to a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon where I live. And if you've been following my videos, you'll know what I'm going to say here. I have half a basement cobbled together where I can listen to music. It's just this part. This weekend I'll get to this part where all the records are stored, but I kind of have a music room back almost. So anyways, having said that, cheers everyone. What you're listening to, you can kind of see in that corner there, is a Grateful Dead. Some time ago on one of my videos, I had made mention that this summer I was going to try to... well, the Grateful Dead is one of those bands I could give or take. And I have a lot of their albums just from finding them around town. So this was the summer I was going to try to, not just the Grateful Dead, a few other bands, but try to, understand the Grateful Dead. And see if I can kind of cross the threshold from being... and maybe kind of liking them. Anyways, that's what you're listening to. The album that you can't pronounce. Just in case you're wondering. I hope I don't get caught for a copyright strike. Let's test them out. Oh, good. It's a quiet passage. Anyways, this is my first video since my record fair. And I haven't been out a whole lot. This crazy amounts of work. But... so I apologize to those I haven't gotten back to in the comment section of my last video. Just a lot of crazy training at work and just, I got this basement I got to fix up anyway. So I promise I will respond to all of you. I promise. Having said that, I just noticed that I have surpassed the 1,500 subscriber mark. Golf clap. I believe that makes me in the top 25,000 vinyl vloggers on YouTube. Anyways, yeah, that's very cool. Thank you very much, everyone who's been subscribing. That does mean a lot for me. It's amazing what you can do with. I just press the record button. There's no fancy intro. That's just me blabbering. So. But I guess a lot of you like that. I don't know. That's what you all tell me when I see you anyways, in person. So thank you very much, everyone. I would love to say I'm going to do a contest like everyone else does. And I'd be remiss if I didn't do one. And I've always been teasing of one, but I'm not like everyone else. But maybe this time around, I can kind of figure something out because the shipping from Canada to everywhere else in the world is crazy. So, if I can figure something out, that's a decent enough prize to mark 1,500, where I'm not killing myself on shipping, I'll figure something out. So, just hang tight. Not a whole lot to show you today. Like I said, I haven't been out a whole lot. But you know what? I've been picking up just some CDs because they're dirt cheap, like I always say. But I've been picking up a lot of jazz CDs. Just a, Rhino Records compilation of John Coltrane, the best of, which is kind of like, what is it, a 11-track compilation of some of his best-known songs from his Atlantic years. So it doesn't cover the Impulse or his other labels. But anyways, yeah, decent. It's a car CD. It's really good for the car, which is why I still pick up CDs. But this one I picked up the other day, and... it hasn't left my CD player all week. It's Miles Davis and Quincy Jones live at Montreux. And from what I understand, this shortly after he did this concert with Quincy Jones, this is one of the first times that Miles Davis kind of went back and revisited his past. He was very famous for not going back and playing stuff from Kind of Blue and Milestones and stuff like that. But Quincy Jones coaxed him to do this one concert with the Gil Evans Orchestra, and Quincy Jones orchestrated it. And then shortly after, Miles Davis died of pneumonia. But I just picked it up on a lark. There was $1 or $2, whatever it was. And it's absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for a really good jazz CD that's easily digestible, it's mostly songs off of Porgy and Bess and and Sketches of Spain. It's mostly off those two. So it's easily digestible if you're looking for something introductory. That is a damn good CD, so I highly recommend that one. That was a nice pickup. Just some vinyl, nothing mind-blowing. Maybe it is to you. It's all relative, but I got to get my spin clean all unpacked here from this mess I have going on, so there's price tags still on here. But you know what, just a copy of Robert Plant, Now and Zen. Just a good, solid copy of that one. One of his better solo albums with this and Manic Nirvana would probably be my favorite Robert Plant solo albums. There's some good stuff off of Fate of Nations too. You know what, his newer solo stuff, everyone goes on about it. I've heard it all. Yeah, it's okay. But I like when he rocked out and he kind of harkened back to Zeppelin a bit in his solo stuff. So, Now and Zen, Manic Nirvana, and like I said, Fate of Nations were probably my favorite Robert Plant solo albums. Some stuff I don't really need to show you. Just, you know, stuff. Just. This is an album which is very weird. I don't see this on vinyl very often. But like 2 weeks ago, I was thinking, man, I would love to find this album on vinyl. Not for the hit song you're going to think of. And then I found this at a thrift store a couple days ago. It's Was Not Was, What Up Dog. Now, most people know this album for Walk the Dinosaur. But I bought this for Dad, I'm in Jail. That's the song I wanted. It's only a minute 25, but it's a minute 25 of complete awesomeness. If you remember the movie Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater, that song is in that one. If you don't know the song Dad, I'm in Jail, yeah. I don't know, what a crazy album. You got Walk the Dinosaur, which I never really have to hear again. But then you get Dad, I'm in Jail, two different ends of the spectrum. But yeah, really nice copy, original inner, of Was Not Was, What Up Dog. I keep on finding upgrades of this album. And this is maybe the third one I've found in the last calendar year at a thrift store. But this is my once and for all nice, beautiful copy of Thin Lizzy Jailbreak. With the inner, that little inner TV thing. Little gatefold. I think some had the sleeve that pulled out in the TV, or I don't know, there's different versions. But, like I said, probably my third copy I found via the thrift store. But this is the nicest one. This is a Canadian Mercury copy, I believe. It is. There you go. Might have been one of my better finds this week. Like I said, I've only been out once or twice anyways. Found some 80s stuff. Like I don't know, I don't need this. I already have about 3 or 4 copies of this single, but I can't leave Depeche Mode sitting at thrift stores. I found another copy of A Question of Time, 12-inch single backed with Black Celebration. Like I said, this is a Canadian copy. And, I don't know, probably a 4th. You know what my contest should be? Give away all my extras of my Depeche Mode singles. Save a lot of shelf space. I should give away an instant Depeche Mode collection for you all of just singles. God knows I have just 1,000 copies of every single. I found some Tears for Fears stuff, but what's cool about this, it's in the shrink. Original price stickers. And just... It's cliche to say unplayed, but they just look mint. In fact, they're staticky when you take them out of the inner sleeve. But songs from the Big Chair in the shrink, original hype sticker. And for us Canadians, a price tag from Wilco. Yeah, we all remember Wilco when we were kids. But $7.97 from Wilco. I don't need to go into what Wilco is. If you're Canadian, you know. Another one with another Wilco, a different Wilco price tag, but another copy of The Hurting in the shrink. This is kind of one of the 2 covers that came out for The Hurting, their first album. Just a beautiful, just untouched. I don't even got to put it through the spin clean, to be honest with you. But yeah, another trip down memory lane Wilco price tag in the shrink. And then I found 2 Tears for Fears singles, and I had no idea that there was a part 1, part 2 to this. I've always had this one, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but I never noticed the part 1 part, but is the extended remix. But then there's a part 2 I didn't know. Both of these are in the shrink. the Urban 12-inch mix. So I feel slightly embarrassed for the guy that has thousands of singles. I didn't know there was a part 1, part 2 of this. But 4 Tears for Fears albums I found via the thrift store. Like I said, I didn't really want to make this too terribly long. I just wanted to kind of just have something up. It's been a while. I have a coffee. And it's still early in the Friday here, so I'm home alone. And just going to have another wonderful few hours of listening to music before people start coming home in my house. Once again, I do have some more videos coming up, non-vinyl related videos that I'm kind of happy to upload. They're already done, just got to upload them. Once again, like I said, I want to say thank you for the 1,500 subs. I know that matters to a lot of people. I always say it's not the biggest thing to me. If people are watching and they sub, fine, that's great. If not, that's fine with me. But thank you, and if I can think of something, like I said, that's just easy to do, and I can give something away. That would be cool. There you go. So hopefully by next video, I'll have a music room again where I can store all my vinyl again. Get all the records are in my room and in our just all over the place. If you saw behind me here, but I can play music again. That's what's important. Anyways, like I said, I want to say thank you to everyone who chooses this guy to click on. I really do appreciate it. And stay tuned. Once I get everything kind of all set up, I'll have some more content coming up. And I know I've been beating this into the ground. What am I? It's middle of May, so I got about 6 weeks until I leave for Europe. Maybe, I think 6, 7 weeks. I've been mapping out where we're possibly staying and all the record stores, and I've had a few people nice enough to want to meet up in London, which I might take you up on. I'll have to let you know where I'm staying so I can kind of stay in that area and I don't get lost. I get lost easy. And that's it. Now I'm just kind of dragging this out. So I want to say thank you. Take care. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. And thanks for making me in the top 25,000 vinyl vloggers on YouTube. I just made that up. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. David Michael for the vinyl community.